What's up, guys? It's your girl Antoinette back with another video, and today I'm going to be telling you about my first time trying an edible. And if we don't know what edibles are, things like weed mixed into other things, and it's going to be an epic story, so let's get right on to the video. Mama, look, I'm grown now. So we're going to start with a disclaimer. I'm 21 years old. Weed is legal. So I'm 21 years old. As I said before, weed is legal in Michigan where I live, and that's about all you need to know. I'm grown. So we're gonna start out saying that I was one of those girls that was like, or I guess one of those people that was really against marijuana, against weed. Growing up, I saw it as, like, you know, in the movies and stuff, they show it as pretty much a bad thing to do, and of course that kind of shaped my view of marijuana and weed. Same thing. That kind of shaped my view of smoking and anything to do with marijuana. So I think around last year I was like, you know what, let me try it. Let me see what the hype is about. And I smoked a couple times and never got high. Like, I don't know if the weed was just lame. I'm not even an expert at weed and how it's supposed to taste or how high it's supposed to get you, but I just knew I didn't feel any different smoking it versus not smoking it, you know? So I guess I smoked with a couple different people to like see. No, my first time smoking weed was in like 9th grade, so I lied, but you know, we all make mistakes. So fast forward to last year, tried. It didn't really get me high. I mean, everybody else was high. That was like weed hotbox. That didn't work. All it made me want to do was like fall out of the car and scream like SpongeBob asking for water. And so that was just basically my view on weed. Was I tried it, didn't really get me high. It was like, oh, you don't get high, so maybe an edible is what you should try. Now, this is not the epic edible story. I tried like a piece of a weed cookie, but it was a few weeks old, I guess, so it wasn't as potent as it should have been, and I did not feel anything. Like, or maybe I'm just always elevated, so I don't know. I didn't feel anything. It was fine. There wasn't like an epic woo. Like, even though people always say that edibles are gonna give you that epic response of the woo, you know, but it didn't for me. So yeah, that was dead. Fast forward to like summer of last year. Here it goes. My dumb ass on my way to Cedar Point. Cedar Point is an amusement park in Sandusky, Ohio. Woo. It's really big. People from Michigan. It's like a 4-hour drive from where I am, so it's not that far. You go, ride the roller coasters, eat, have fun. Basically, it's like a day trip. You come home later that night. It's only 4 hours. Or is it 2 hours? I don't know. But anyways, my church, I am going to, I don't know where I'm going, but it's not, maybe I gotta, you know, beg God to let me in. But my mom's church was, every year my mom's church holds a trip to Cedar Point, and me and my 2 cousins, a couple of us, like, paid our money for tickets to get on this charter bus for church that the church was sponsoring to go to Cedar Point. And you know, we had to wake up at like 7 a.m. so we could get there to the park when it opened and be able to leave when it closes. So the church had 2 charter buses that were going to meet us at different church members' houses. So like one house on this street, another house on the next street. And my cousins and I, we went to the closest house. We were sitting there bored because the bus was late. Like, it was really late. So we decided to go get some McDonald's, decided to go get a bunch of snacks that I spent so much money on snacks that day. And we got weed because we're bored, we're sitting here. By the time we get on the bus, it's gonna be cool. We're gonna be, you know, calm, chill out, and then go to Cedar Point. That was fine. They smoked. I was like, I'm not gonna smoke because it doesn't do anything to me. And my cousin's girlfriend is like, oh, I have this weed cupcake. And I was like, ooh, that sounds nice. I'm gonna try it. I tried it. I was like, I tried an edible last time, it didn't work. So I thought I was just immune to smoking. I thought I was just top dollar, like high tolerance for weed, all this. You know, I can't get high. Like, I'm not a lightweight. Are there even lightweights for smoking? Like, tell me, weed smokers down below. So this is, let me see. Let me show you a demonstration or like a model of how big the edible was. So I say this, if you can see it, this is an ashtray. But this is about how big the brownie was, maybe like a few sizes smaller than that. So the first little thing, so it was, since it was big, we all were able to get a piece. And then like there was still like half left. And I was like, I'm not gonna be affected by it anyway. Let me eat the other half. That cupcake was so scrumdiddlyumptious. I mean, I didn't know what I was getting myself into with this cupcake, edible, full of weed, and so it was fine. Unbeknownst to me, nobody warned me that I should not take a lot of an edible. I was about to be off my rockers in a couple hours. Little did I know. So we go, like we sit and wait for the bus. I ate the rest of this, half of this damn edible, and we're chilling, like we're happy, we're going to Cedar Point, ride some rides, eat some good food, you know, just have fun. So we get on the bus, all these church people, and we smell like weed. I don't know what we were thinking, like the devil's lettuce was in us. It was in us. We got on the bus. Nobody really said anything, but I could tell like we smell like weed. Like church people sometimes are nice, so I guess they maybe didn't smell it. And we're on the bus. It's great. It's fine. They turn on Black Panther, you know, Wakanda Forever. I don't even think that's the right way. Either way, they turned on Black Panther. You couldn't even hear the movie. So I wanted to save my battery, turned my phone off, and fell asleep. Here's where the edible kicked in sometime around like when I was sleeping, and I woke up high. Let that sink in. I woke up high. Moment of silence for my soberness, because it was lost that day. Sober not found that day. So I woke up, and the kicker is I could not tell that I was awake. I thought that I was still dreaming. That's how high. I thought like I never woke up. I thought like I was still taking a nap, that it was all a dream, me sitting here, you know. And I text my friend, like, I wish I really had those text messages, but it was like, I can't tell if I'm awake right now. Oh my God, help me. And she texts back like I remember it was like a huge cloud over my head where it felt so good, but I couldn't control my actions. It was like I was sitting in a control room somewhere as I moved, as I did stuff, as I, like, you know how like in movies when you die and you watch your body move around and stuff like that, and like an out-of-body experience. And I was texting her. I was like, ooh, maybe I should not text my boss while I'm this high. She's like, yeah, don't do that. So I had to delete his number out of my phone. Like, at least I was coherent enough to know, like, even while high, don't text your boss. I have the Snapchat videos. I'm going to insert a couple here so you can see just how dumb I was while high. As you can tell, I was pretty messed up. The entire ride, I was giggling, I was crying, laughing to the point where my cousin was looking. She was hot too, but all she was doing was like scarfing down the hot Cheetos that she bought while we were at the store before we left for Cedar Point. So me, I'm giggling, I'm dumb as hell, like taking Snapchat videos of myself, like we stand a cute, confident queen. Like I was just on top of the world. And there was a couple, like you know how the charter bus seats are. And there was a couple, like, across from us that was sitting, and they were under the cover. And my cousin said, I didn't think I said it. I thought I said it loud as heck. But I was like, what if they're getting it on under that cover? Church people, you can see where my mind went. Because I'm like, what if they're getting it on under that cover? And I felt like I said it loud as heck, so I was like, ooh, let me be quiet. And she was like, no. So I was like, I really need to stop talking because this could go bad. What if they heard me? And I kept asking her, am I loud? Am I loud? Am I loud? Because, like, it was embarrassing. Like, the soul watching over myself was kind of telling my high self to shut the hell up. Like, stop talking. You don't need to be doing all this right now. Like, these church people might know how to fight, and you high as hell, so I don't know if you know how to swing while high. Like, you gotta slow your roll, sis. So, that did it. And then I text my other cousin who was sitting like a few rows back from us. I text her like, I'm so high. I've never been this high. And like, I could still not tell. During this whole ordeal, I still could not tell whether I was awake or not. Like, I thought I was still asleep. How that makes sense, I don't know, but I told you I was on top of the world. I felt like nothing could touch me, even though I thought I was still asleep. So, like, I thought it was a dream, so no consequences. That little quarter of an edible had me, you know? So, that's when we get to Cedar Point. I couldn't tell time. I didn't know, like, how fast we were going, anything like that. And this is the part where everything is blurry. Nothing felt like my actions